Sonic Lab
TV.
Hello, welcome to another Sonic Lab. We're going to have a quick look here at the new Keystation Mini from M-Audio / Avid. This is a sort of portable, tiny USB bus powered 32 key mini keyboard. Let's take a look at it. So here's the box. Let's open it up. We'll notice it says compatible with iPad here. I'm hopefully making a feature of that. We get a little mini USB to USB connector. Here's the unit itself. Nice to see you're using cardboard rather than polystyrene. And a copy of Sibelius First, which I'm guessing is the notation sort of light version. Right, so here is the keyboard itself. It's light plastic. It's got a bit of flex in it if you give it a bend, but it feels pretty sturdy. Nothing going on. Nice rubber feet, which means it sits very solidly here. This is the business end. Obviously, we have a single knob, sustain button, edit button, octave plus or minus, pitch bend plus or minus, and a mod button. I'm guessing we can assign these if we get into it. It looks like it's got the same key assign features. So if you look here, there's these little parameters above the keys. So you go into edit mode and hit enter. The keys are obviously short travel, small. They're certainly a lot better than some mini keyboards. It feels quite solid and certainly quite easy to play. One thing, they are velocity sensitive, and also there are 32 of them, which means essentially most keyboards like this are usually 25 keys. So this gives us an extra 7 notes, which actually makes all the difference in something of this size, in my opinion. So let's test those iPad claims. I've got the connection here coming out of the iPad camera connection kit. This is GarageBand with the guitar patch. Lights come on as soon as I plug it in. I'm just going to drop it an octave, play a bit of guitar. Definitely getting velocity sensitive. Hit the sustain. Got the pitch wheel. Take the sustain off, and if I hit the mod wheel, it triggers a mute. So I can feel that is actually, it's quite playable. It's obviously not the same as a weighted keyboard or a proper synth action, but it's actually pretty passable for such a small and low travel thing. I'm quite impressed with that. Like I say, you've also got the sustain, octave, and the volume, which is pre-mapped. Let's try some drums, because I think you can get a more sense of a velocity here. Yeah, that feels all right. I can change the velocity if I want. I press the edit button, hit the velocity key. Let's change it to curve 2, which is more of a compressed feel, so it doesn't actually go too far down. Get a little bit of dynamic range. That seems to work quite nicely. Want to edit that back again. Velocity 1, enter, and it's back to the full range. The pitch bend wheel, the mod button, and the knob are all assignable by hitting the edit key and then hitting the key that corresponds to the parameter. So I guess if you go mod wheel and I change that to, I don't know, 7 and then enter, that would affect volume. So that's all pretty straightforward. So once you get your head around the fact that obviously this is a mini key controller and therefore you're not going to be playing Rachmaninoff piano concertos on it anytime soon, it's actually got quite a lot to offer. The extra 7 keys make a big difference actually, and stop you from shifting octaves quite so often as you do on the normal standard 25 key. The build quality is fine. I mean, as I said, it is a bit bendy, but It's sturdy, doesn't feel like the keys are going to break. I like the feel of the keyboard actually. It's got a sort of positive feel and there's some nice damping in there so you can give it a good whack. And it's I find it easier to play. It reminds me a little bit of a melodica, but that's by the by. Main thing is, obviously it's class compliant, so it's going to plug straight into your device, and the fact that you can plug it into an iPad with the camera connection kit is an added bonus. So this and an iPad are going to make quite a nice combination for a lot of people. So it's down to price. Well, really, 55 UK pounds, 99 US dollars. That seems fairly reasonable. Obviously, that's full price. You'll probably find it a little bit cheaper if you shop around. And overall, I think M-Audio have done quite a good job. They've found a niche. They've made what essentially is a reasonably good quality mini key controller that's actually usable in more than just a cursory fashion.